Right, what's going on, y'all? I am pretty excited about this one. I ran into it on the ladder a few days ago. Been playing it since. I know it looks like a pile, but it's been doing pretty well for me. It's built around Greasefang, so 3 mana 4/3. If you haven't seen it, at the beginning of combat on your turn, return a vehicle from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste, and then you bounce it back to your hand at the end step. And we have a bunch of good vehicles to do that with, most notably Esper's Chariot. So you get it back from the graveyard, you make your cats, and then it comes back to your hand. You can cast it next turn to make more cats. And of course it has haste, so you can attack with it as soon as it comes down. In the most explosive start, you can turn 2 Faithful Mending, put a Chariot into the graveyard, turn 3 Greasefang, put Chariot on board, attack with Chariot, you have 3 2/2s, and then put Chariot back in your hand, and then you have quite a board presence going already. I'm not that into just drawing discarding in this build of it. We're opting more for control. We get a good amount of value between all these vehicles. Bankbuster keeps the cards coming, as well as Greasefang recurring them from the graveyard. Tezzeret, of course, also helps with the card advantage. We have a bunch of artifacts playing the vehicles, and also some portable holes as removal, mostly just to go with Tezzeret, as well as being fairly efficient. And we have a bunch of other removal. Vehicles don't tend to block very well, especially with the very creature-light version we are playing here. Greasefang is the only creature in the deck, and then we can also crew the vehicles with Tezzeret, or with Chariot tokens, or with Bankbuster tokens, or with Prodigy's Prototype tokens, or with the 4 copies of Mech Hanger down here, making the mana much better. So this is blue-white, splashing black and green. Black for Greasefang, green for Esper's Chariot, and Mech Hanger can make black for the Pilot and green for the Chariot, so that helps out quite a bit. And most of the other lands in the deck can cast Doomscar. We don't want to get super run over by every creature deck we come against, so we have some Doomscars, as well as our spot removal spells here. Also running Valorous Stance, because that can protect our Greasefang in matchups where we don't have to kill that many things. And yeah, we draw a bunch of cards, we recur a bunch of vehicles, we get a bunch of stuff on the board and attack the opponent down. If you run into Farewell, you're probably going to lose, but I haven't seen that much Farewell lately, so this should be a pretty good pick. Let's go try it out. On the draw, we'll probably find a blue source, and we have Bankbuster, Removal, and Greasefang. On black to not reveal our portable hole. Looks like blue-white control. Playing Bankbuster on 2 should be good then. Esper Control, sure. I need a land, please. Maybe I'm supposed to discard a vehicle there. So if we draw the land, we can Greasefang into good stuff. Obviously don't want to play it out here. They're probably sitting on a Wandering Emperor. We're just drawing off the Bankbuster. Try and find more lands. Need double blue to get Tezzeret down. That's one of our best ways of getting ahead in this game. Though in Esper they've got Vanishing Verse, so they can take him out pretty easily. Alright, there's some blue sources. I think we just get down the second Bankbuster, draw off this one to make the Pilot on their turn again. Esper could also be a Farewell deck, which is something we should watch out for. In our Artifact Graveyard Synergy deck. Let's try and attack. We have a Wandering Emperor, we can kill it with the Surge Hacker. Yep.
Who harmed my people must
I already drew 3 cards off that, that's fine.
You're done.
And if they have a counterspell for this, we can still Absence the Wandering Emperor.
See you later.
Just don't let them start getting ahead. We are way up on cards, somewhat ahead on board. Could be worse. If they play other things to the board, we can Greasefang, get back the Surge Hacker. If they don't play anything else to the board, we got the Negate out of their hand, so we can play Tezzeret here. Just the Farewell, sure. And they're tapped out, so that seems like a great opportunity to get Tezzeret down. Discard a Prototype for Greasefang next turn. Or a Chariot. Chariot's good too, especially since I don't have a green source at the moment. March for 5. Okay. Oh, they're tapped out again, so I'm just going for second Tezzeret, I guess. There's 3 of this card because it is very good. Drop this off, then we can play the land, play the Greasefang, get the Chariot, and we are off to the races, I think. It's a minor thing, but I probably should have crewed the Chariot with the Cats instead of the Greasefang to play around them main phasing a Wandering Emperor. Because now this is tapped, so they could kill it with the Wandering Emperor. We just have Doomscar, sure. Figured that was what was hanging out over here. Plus Tezzeret. Do the same trick again. Send that back. Cast Greasefang. This time we can hold up Valor Stance. Go to combat. Cast Valorous Stance. Assuming they... Alright, I cannot Valorous Stance and March for the Road of the Light, but it's before combat, so I can just play third Greasefang. And continue to hold up Valorous Stance. So this time we'll crew off the Cats. They're down to 2 cards. We've got a whole lot going on. Even if they farewell, we're in a fine spot. Can ult Tezzeret next turn if I want to. Probably just keep plussing though. Since I don't have any artifacts that are staying on board or tapping very often, just drawing an extra card is fine. Second farewell, yeah, whatever. There's the Mech Hanger, so I can just cast this Chariot. I wonder how many farewells they can get away with playing. In other words, should I hold on to this Prodigy's Prototype? I think we can plus one more time. Be greedy.
I can practically taste success already.
No, we haven't seen anything that we want to march yet, so we're just gonna discard marches. And I think pass. The Chariot's enough pressure that they kind of have to answer it. Especially when I'm threatening a Tezzeret ult. Emblem Strong.
I will usher in the era of machines.
Alright, cancel. Let's crew it with the hanger, and we can attack with the 2/2s as well. Yeah, something that targets attacking creatures, since they just got priority now. Gonjo, sure. Indestructible. Draw a card. Now with another one of these, I can go ahead and play this one out. And a second Mech Hanger. Here we go. Third farewell, sure. drop off some lands here. Drop off the basic, sure. See if they have Fourth Farewell. Play these out. Might as well foretell this. Maybe not might as well, as we could have discarded it to Tezzeret, but I think it's fine either way. I don't want to expose these to a Doomscar, so I'm not going to crew them with Tezzeret's minus. I think I want to keep just crewing with the mech hangers. Sure. Crew this one. Although notably that does not count as crewing. It just becomes a creature. And draw a card. Portable Hold could theoretically be useful. We'll just drop off the lands. Pass. Don't see any need to cast Mending. We have something that has priority here. Hopefully it's not a Wandering Emperor. But we still get to draw a card when we attack here. March. I have another Valorous stance left, right? I'm gonna Faithful Mending and look for that. Don't get it. Do I want to march this in response to stop them gaining a bunch of life? I don't think so. I think I'd rather get the Bank Buster down so we can attack with it next turn. Drop the Doomscar, I guess. Sure. Draw a card. Bank Buster. We are kind of close to milling out. Definitely want that Chariot. We can discard the Portable Hole. We can cast the Chariot. Yeah, here you go. Can draw off the Bank Buster for free with Tezzeret. Teferi. That's not going to do it for you. So buys them some time. Draws a card.
I don't want to spoil the surprise.
So the Bank Buster draws 2 cards here. Is it taps? And we have a Tezzeret emblem. Absence. Sure, we can just use that to get rid of the Teferi. So we can send all our damage at face. All the Storm Giants is a nice pickup. Actually, I think I want to play this Portable Hole out so I can turn it into a 4/4. But we can do that post-combat. Send them in. Draw a couple cards. Second Chariot, sure. We don't have to do anything here. March for 4, sure. So play out the Portable Hole, so we still have lethal through a Doomscar, and kill the Teferi. Giving them 1 look at a card with a clue is better than the 3 looks that Teferi affords. I'm gonna not plus my Tezzeret here to avoid milling out. Fairy. Don't think there's anything they can have here for 3 that keeps them alive. And we got him. Nice. Quite a bit of grind we put up there. Yeah, that's fine. Casts Doomscar on 3 and has other things to do if we don't need to Doomscar on 3. Of course, now that I keep that hand, we are not against mono white. Main deck duress in this economy. They still take the Doomscar though. Interesting. Get my Bankbuster down then, I guess. I don't think it's worth marching the Ghast. Now they're on Rakdos. That explains it a bit more. Mech Hanger means I can get the prototype down, but that's not terribly good. I think I'm just drawing, but then I goes to Knight and I take an extra damage. Guess I can pitch the March, get rid of their Ghast, and draw off Bankbuster here. And then we can Surge Hacker next turn to take out the Trespasser. Provided they don't duress me again. Field of Ruin can take out my Mech Hanger, but I still have a green and a black source, so not a huge deal. Actually, in more trouble if we draw a Tezzeret here, as we don't have any blue. Luckily, I do have a second basic Plains in the deck that we can get here. It's not easy running basics with the 4 colors, but it works okay. A card that they know about. I don't think I need to use this Mech Hanger right away. Put this down, discard the other land. No Deadly Dispute, okay. Invoke Despair, deal 6, draw 3, sure. Draw 1. Play another Bankbuster. No blue source. Being at 9 is not a good place to be. Faithful Mendings can gain us a bit more life against the Burny tactics of Invoke Despair. If we find it, that is. Which shambles. Pass. There's a Tezzeret, which we can cast off the treasure from this Bankbuster, which I think is the play. Need to get some cards flowing here. March is pretty good though. Oh, we can play Tezzeret. I'm still worried they have a deadly dispute or something. Maybe it's a removal spell that's holding priority when there's creatures on board, but then they didn't have priority once the trespasser was gone.
Once my partner's plan is complete, I'll have what I want.
Tezzeret being down also means we can draw off this other Bank Buster.
Keep working.
Discard that, get another blue source. I don't think I'm casting this either by pitching this. I probably do want to cast it for 0. I should have played that on white, because they have the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Which is a little awkward. Kill that, sure. They also have the Bugbear if they would rather attack with that one. But I'm somewhat less concerned now that we have the Mending to gain some life back. I do get to kill Tezzeret here. But if they spend their turn swinging out at Tezzeret, that means they're not attacking me. Sure. And draw off this before Tezzeret's gone. Greasefang is what I want to see here. Nice.
Your victory doesn't change my future.
So we can Greasefang, get back the Surge Hacker. Let's Mending first. Maybe we'd rather get back the Prototype. Right, using a Surge Hacker on any of these isn't particularly attractive. But then we lose the Greasefang to block with. Now we have the March for their creature lands. Yeah, I don't think I can tap the Greasefang to crew here. I need it to block, so we're going to get the Surge Hacker. And I think we're just going to take out the token. One that doesn't... Maybe we should take out the Flyer. Just let them get whatever they want to get. Alright. That's the Flyer I obviously cannot block. Mascots, sure. That's what Doomscar's for. We have 4 of them. I've seen 0 of them. Gotta be some coming up soon. Now we've exiled 1. A Duress. That is awkward. Let's take out their Shambling Ghast then. If they discard my Surge Hacker, that's completely fine with me. As we just get it back next turn with Greasefang. Take 3 here. Maybe they take the mech, sure. So I still get to cast Mending. Not too bad. Another Surge Hacker. Start here. There's a Doomscar. Let's gain a life while we still have the ability. Tezzeret's a pretty decent draw. The Surge Hacker here. You probably want to cast Mascots rather than attacking me for 3. I think let's make a Pilot. Start taking the fight to them. I think we hold the land for Tezzeret purposes. Same with the Doomscar. You can crew the Bank Buster to block. So their only real attack here is the Hive. Raid, sure. We might be winning this race now. No, we can't crew the Sword Attacker anymore. That's crew 4. I guess we can make it a creature with Tezzeret. Or the Mech Hanger. We can attack for 9 here? No, we can attack with all 3 of these. 5 plus 8 is 13. We force the block. If they attack again with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, they lose. Seems okay. Alternatively, we play this, we make a 1/1, and just attack for 9. I think that's percent lethal. Now they're dead to the Surge Hacker next turn. Yeah, so they mascots, so we Doomscar the mascots, and then crew the Surge Hacker and they die. Right? Yeah. Got him. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's fine. Have some interaction, have some card draw, have some more interaction. Hopeful Initiate with the second portable hole drawn. I think I'm just going to take that one out. We have the Mech Hanger, so I don't need this on black, so I can use this for double blue. Use this on white. Let's take that out. Think about with a Luminarch, we can put that in a hole as well. Or Thalia. Anything else, I'll probably play the Bankbuster. That's pretty strong, though. Maybe I am just supposed to put the Usher in a hole as well here. Or we can march the Usher, and then next turn we have Bankbuster plus hole available. Seems good. It's possible they have protection spells, but it's also possible I want to... No, this can only really hit a 1-drop at the moment. We'll just hit this now. I've seen some Sajiri shelters going around in mono white lately. Let's just take that off the board. Spellbinder, sure. You probably want to take the Surge Hacker here. Maybe they want the Bankbuster. Yeah, good choice. So here we can hole in Bankbuster, as discussed. Keep the aggression to a minimum. Start drawing cards next turn, provided they don't have a Skyclave or anything. Aspirant, sure. Another innate. It's a little awkward, as this can remove artifacts. Do something here. Greasefang, huh? Don't have anything in the bin for that yet, huh? And not likely to get anything there anytime soon. Okay, we really need to find some more removal here. If I were them, I would probably use the Initiate to destroy the Bankbuster here. Now they're 1 mana short, that costs 3, right? And Tezzeret can make a 4/4, and we're still dead. Yeah, that was a lot of removal, but still just got run over. Alright, there's no way we get out of this here. So we'll take the draw since the cards in hand don't do it. One turn late there, Doomscar. Yeah, they got us. Yeah, Bankbuster and Doomscar, sure. Mending gives me a better chance of finding lands, but I don't have anything in my hand that I really want to discard at the moment, so I'm going to start with the Bankbuster. Alright, with the Surge Hacker to discard, I'm going to do this. Get 2 looks at a land, drop off this, and they haven't played anything on turn 2, so Portable Hull's probably not great. Some sort of Bant Control. Possibly. Short of blue source to cast Tezzeret here. I think we're just passing. I don't want to spend my whole turn attacking with this Bankbuster just to have it killed. Let's draw some cards off it first, at least. Field of Ruin. I might use it proactively here. It is rather tempting to look at the 4-color deck and assume that we don't have many basics, which I did get caught with that in the early versions of this deck, just to be fair. Another Bankbuster. 2 more Bankbusters. Sweet. Play 1 out. Play land. Keep holding. Now if they Field of Ruin, it ramps us. So we can draw off 2 Bankbusters this turn. Sure. Yeah. Possible I should have held open a blue for bluffing purposes, but probably doesn't matter here. It's also possible that I should have 1 plains and 1 island rather than 2 plains. As getting another blue would be pretty nice here. Guess I can cast Tezzeret off the Dreader here. So let's go for that. I only have 1 blue open. Chance of counterspell is not super high. And we have a second Tezzeret anyway. Resolves, like to see it.
Kamigawa appreciates a technocratic future, just as I do.
Ooh, I get 2 cards off this Tezzeret.
My revenge.
Although Fateful Absence means they're probably playing
I can practically
Farewell.
taste success already.
And might as well attack with this here, especially if I'm expecting Farewell. They also play Faithful Mending. So the Bant decks usually play Shigeki. Vorinclex. Alright. They're off the beaten path. Invoke Vorinclex. Sure. Take 14. You got me. This is the only way we stay alive here. We do have ways to kill Vorinclex at instant speed. None of them are in our hand, unfortunately. So if they have another invoke, we are dead. Okay, you got me. All removable hand, sure. Why not? Black, white. Not generally colors where removal is good. Esper, even worse. That's sort of a threat. We'll wait for them to play out a Planeswalker or something. Like that one.
Run away. You'll let your blade do the talking.
Next turn we can hold the token, back the Wanderer. Then not doing the counter here probably means they're going to minus it again, so the mech can kill it. Lolth. Alright, we can kill Lolth. That works.
Darkness will swallow the light. My power is for annihilation.
Let's take out one of these. Need to be taking that much damage. 0, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Don't want to, just take out another token and mech their Lolth.
I return to the abyss.
I can attack with the mech next turn.
Remember your training.
Put one of these into a hole. They're playing Rite of Oblivion or something to take out my mech. Maybe they're just reading it. Meat hook for 0. Sure, whatever. Chariot's not bad. Let's try and attack down this Emperor. If they have another Emperor, it's a little awkward. As we're 1 mana short of getting rid of it. Let's just play the Chariot. It's very likely they have another sweeper as well, since they played out this meat hook like that. I could have crewed with the cats and got in. That's probably the play. But then we're out of blockers. The Wandering Emperor is not doing that much at the moment. Little hole. Screw up a blocker. This one is out of meat hook range this turn. It also doesn't get Vanishing Burst. Spend their whole turn marching it, sure. Well, almost their whole turn. They put a counter, so now my Chariot's free to attack their Emperor. And if they jump, I can Absence. I think at this point I'm holding lands for discard purposes. Alright, I can stance one of those. Faithful Mending. Already through 2 portable holes, which are most of my good answers. Let's see what we get here. Alright, so now I can remove both of those. Not bad. get a bit of card disadvantage, but it's fine. Esper's Chariot doesn't care about card advantage. We have board advantage. Drop the blue, like to see it. Pass. Guess I'll probably want to cast this Mending. So I might want to discard the one in my hand. So we'll accrue with the tokens and not with the land. Vanishing Burst, sure. Still get in for 2 here. Sure. But Chariot token takes a card all by itself. That's perfectly fine by me. Guess there's a good chance I hit something I want to play this turn. Go Bankbuster or Tezzeret. Didn't hit the land for Tezzeret, but that's fine. Play it next turn. Doomscar, sure. That Chariot was a 3-for-1. And a Bankbuster, oh boy. Should have played the Bankbuster first, because if they Vanishing Burst the Tezzeret here, I won't get the free draw.
My toys will keep you busy.
Yeah, bit of a misplay there. Could have had another card this turn.
Change my future.
But take 4. Having the Bankbuster down is still pretty good advantage in this position. Wandering Emperor. Probably have to take out the 4/4.
Anyone who harms my
And the
people
Bankbuster can
must
kill the Wandering
contend.
Emperor, and we're still ahead.
You are not much of a roadblock.
I think we're grinding this one out.
Until next time, then.
I know the Wandering Emperor didn't immediately do anything. Let's see what we find off this first. Could be a Greasefang. Or another Bankbuster. Maybe I want to get this down over drawing another card. It's close. Alright, now I definitely want to draw more cards, as we need something to take those out. Come on now. Or how about a bunch of lands? Does that do it? Cast the Mending here. Gain a couple life. Some good draws.
I will show you what happens when my will cannot be denied.
There's a Greasefang. That's not good enough, though. Needs to be Doomscar here. Have we seen any Doomscars this game? No. Right. Take a draw towards 1. Take another draw towards 1. Okay. We're alive. We get to Lolth again. And we go to 2. Maybe they can draw a blank this time.
Aren't I generous?
We also get to Greasefang and put a bunch of blockers into play, though. Though I can't even kill their spiders, right? They just block my chariot and then we lose. Yeah, we're dead. Need a white source. Almost every land in the deck is a white source. 18th mono white opponent of the day. We'll be mana efficient and foretell this rather than pitch exiling that. Takes the chariot, miss land. Guess we're killing the adversary here. I mean, we can put this down and take 6. Go to 11. Maybe they play another creature that we can Doomscar. There's 24 lands. It feels like I get land screwed every single game. Alright, I need a white source here. Land count is now 27. This hand should be fine. Play Bankbuster on 2, or foretell Doomscar. We're foretelling Doomscar. 19th mono white opponent of the day. Wow, so innovative. Blue source. Put this away. At least they don't have a 1-drop. Or an Adeline. Could be worse. Wedding announcement. That's pretty bad. Guess we can just march their Luminarch here. Then they can't draw cards, and we can worry about Doomscarring their tokens after the wedding announcement goes off. They're playing green cards. Should have given me a stop before combat. Obviously I wanted to do this before they got to put their counter somewhere. Wandering Emperor, huzzah.
Now you've done it. Hats come off. I have got new moves to teach you.
So we can take 5 here. Yep. Draw a card off the Bankbuster. We'll take 4.
We must protect the people.
And we can Doomscar all of this. We get to draw a card. We get to draw 2 cards. Once again, I don't think we can beat Double Wedding Announcement, especially not with a Portable Hole. The Doomscars. We're gonna see how that feels. My opponent is slow, this hand is phenomenal. If they are not, this hand is garbage. Alright, could be fairly slow. Alright, not that slow. Looks like Anvil. I don't have a black source, right? So I'm not guaranteed to be able to play Greasefang next turn. If I were, I might Mending here, but since I'm not, I think I go with the Bankbuster. Yeesh. This does not look great for us. Alright, we drew the source. Drew the black source. Should have Mendinged. think I just play this out. If they kill it, we have another one. And even if they kill it, we can crew the Bank Buster to block with. Another Harvester, and they sack this Harvester. Stops their attacks for the turn at least. Unless they have removal for the Bank Buster as well. Doesn't look like it. Okay. We could just hardcast the Surge Hacker here and kill their 3-2. It's not terrible. Then the following turn we could Mending plus Greasefang. I like that. We have a Dispute. Yeah, that's fine. Well, if that's their turn, I think we're alright. Skyclave app, not great here. See if we can spike a Chariot off the top. Not quite. March is good though, can take out their Bugbear. Keep the Skyclave for Anvil purposes. Play Greasefang, redraw that Bank Buster. Unless they Voltage Surge it, but that's fine. Alright. Yeah. It's a Voltage Surge bug. Alright, not Voltage Surge, they're just blooding, sure. But if you try to Voltage Surge and your only mana source is a treasure, it will not give you priority. For some reason. It's like they had the Voltage Surge here, sacking their Synthesizer. Now they're just going to Shatter Skull. Alright. I'll block with my 5/5. Which does not buy 2 Voltage Surge. See if they want to throw away a 1/1 here. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Their Surge Hacker is not terrible. Though I think a 2/2 is better. You can take their Synthesizer so they can't draw a card off it. And hold up, draw off Bank Buster or the March. Seems okay. So it'll be a little awkward if they hit a Surge off this. But I think that's still the play. Yeah, see, now they don't get to cast this. Opponent flooding a bit. Yeah, reach for that Bugbear. Let's go. Get out of here. Could have waited for after they attacked with it so they wouldn't be able to crack the blood there, but then they would get the 1/1. They might have attacked all in which case that would not be great. Another Bugbear is a little awkward. Don't really want to use the Surge Hacker on a 1/1. I think we draw here. There's a land. Okay. We can place other Bank Buster and hold up Mending. Not too bad. And also just trade the Skyclave with the Den of the Bugbear if they attack with it. It does only have 2 toughness. Alright, are they going to Blood Chief's Thirst? Sure. So we got a whole bunch of 1/1s. As soon as I get something reasonable on board, those will no longer matter. But the army hooked actually should be careful. Has some life gain though. Another Surge Hacker. Alright, that at least can block some things. So play this out, hold up, Mending and draws. Well, this doesn't block things on its own, but it can crew my 5/5. So I take 5 here. I get to eat their bugbear. Guess I can do a draw in response here. We might find another removal spell. Nope. Also, the Bank Busters make 1/1s the next time we draw off them, which can be reasonable blockers here. Could have found the March. Oh well. There's a Greasefang. Don't have anything in the bin, but we can put this Search Hacker in the bin. Gain a bit of life, or we can put a Chariot in the bin. That's even better. And they still need another blood to be able to kill Greasefang here. So I think I'm fine playing it out. Get a Chariot. Attack with a Chariot. Make another blocker. If they have a meat hook, we are sad. As that wipes all my tokens and deals 6 to me. So I should probably be looking for one of those pretty aggressively. We do have another 4 life waiting on this mending though, so we're not too afraid. Yeah, there's the meat hook for 2. I don't want to kill Greasefang? Really? Guess I might as well crew this in response, just in case something weird's happening. I just have a Surge for Greasefang, sure. Should have just meat hooked for 3 though. They would still have a card in hand, but okay. Do what you want. So we Chariot and start attacking. And we can Mending plus draw. Don't think we've seen any haste from them so far. And if they come out with something hasty, we have the March. Sure. Kill that with the Search Hacker. Oh, Portable Hole. I think I'm gonna do this, just keep my life total at a comfortable level. And yeah, we've had enough. Draw blue source Mending, and we're fantastic here. Play this on black to not reveal that we have a Portable Hole. Okay, a Mech Hanger can cast the Chariot at least. Probably just playing Greasefang out as a 4/3. Never mind, we're putting that in the box. And playing Bank Buster, not bad. If they play exactly Adeline, I think we Surge Hacker it. Anything else, we play the Chariot here. Three that gets indestructible counters. Sure. Cannot Surge Hacker that anyway. However, I can block it with my 4/4s. Alright, this screams Wandering Emperor, though. So if I use the Wandering Emperor to take out this Chariot, I have a backup, that's fine. I don't get to kill the Emperor. Maybe they have a more traditional removal spell. Stance. Got another one? Doesn't look like it. Corridor. Gains indestructible if you control a creature with indestructible. That's cute. However, we can take away that indestructible counter here, and we can do Greasefang shenanigans. Alright, we're feeling good. Sandy. You have to play Greasefang before combat, man. That's how that card works. Alright, we'll just play the other Chariot. Maybe we just Surge Hacker their 3/3. Yeah, I kinda like that. Definitely should have played the Greasefang there. But it's been a long day. I'm trying to make many different versions of this thing work. Are they playing like Boros keywords? There's a bit of support for that. Stormseeker, attack for 5, sure. Skyclave's not bad. Alright, we're going to remember to do this time. Fast to combat. Chariot. Got him. Bankbuster on 2. Draw us into some more lands. That's some more lands. Do I want to march this Eye Twitch? Don't think so. Playing black-white, which means they have lots of ways to remove Bankbusters. They don't get onto the board though, I get Sciences. I think I just play the 4/3 here. If their play for the next turn is Sciences, then we have a lot to gain by getting aggressive here. We also went first. It's generally better for being aggressive. They have a wedding announcement. Yeah, they're drawing cards, that means they're not blocking me. What do I want to do here? Probably attacking with Greasefang. Then I can either march their wedding announcement, or Surge Hacker, or play another Bankbuster. I think I hold up march / draw off Bankbuster. They might leave wedding announcement as their only blocks. Or that's not how it works, right? Yeah. So I'll attack with both of these and try and draw a card. I want to pitch the other Greasefang. No, I think I'm just marching the Eye Twitch so I can keep attacking and drawing here. And the prototype means I can start making tokens, which is pretty good. Prototype can also block their Professor next turn. Discourage some of those attacks. No attacks. Lolth, that is bad.
My children drench their
Now they get
hands
the
in
anthem and
blood
everything's
to
enormous.
slay enemies.
We don't conceivably have a way through here. Alright, try out the Wandering Emperor here. Faithful Mending could somehow spike a vehicle and a black source for us. Currently 1 and 12 against mono white. I think we have to pass here in Mending. Getting Greasefang going is our only real chance at this game. Alright, that's not too bad. Black source. Alright, alright. Discard these. Can bring back a Surge Hacker. Do I want the Surge Hacker? Do I want to make a 1/1? Surge Hacker's good. I can use it again next turn by flashing back the Mending. And no attacks here, I want to block with my 4/3. Alright, no blocking with my 4/3. Can just play Chariot, that's pretty good. Skyclave apps the Chariot. Doesn't have any good attacks though. Can Skyclave app the Skyclave app. Or I could get my other Greasefang down. Play a Portable Hole. Kinda like that. Though there's better targets for Portable Hole. Could also Surge Hacker. I think this is probably a Wandering Emperor turn. 4 mana no plays, so unlucky. Like, what are they gonna do if I have 2/2/2s and a Wandering Emperor? And 7/7 worth of power and toughness under their Skyclave apps. That taxes us, so we have to get the Emperor down first. Aspirant is the thing I want to put in the Portable Hole. Make a 3/3. Obviously, they still don't have good attacks into the Emperor. I make a 2/2.
May your blade strike true.
So, can take out their 3/3, take out their Luminarch. Or I can get Greasefang down, take out their Luminarch. Kinda like that. Attack here. Make a 1/1. Trade with anything they want to block it. Take it. Good choice. I think I make another 2/2. Put that in the hole.
Let your blade do the talking.
Look with my Greasefang, sure. Still don't have any attacks. I'll get it back next turn. There's a land. Can start attacking here, I think.
The edge in this fight.
I also don't have any incentive to get Greasefang back at the moment. Alternatively, I can Skyclave the thing that gives me a 4/4 and play a Bankbuster, which might be enough to draw a concession. Anthem. They still don't have any good attacks. Goes to Knight, sure. I think we just pay the 3 life, right? We're at 18. Get the prototype down. Guess we offer this trade first.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Opponent goes to 10. Nice board state. Here we go. Have a removal spell revealed in my hand. Another Brutal Cathar. Whatever. Yeah, sure, have the 4/4. Crew this just in case they think they're gonna attack. Surge Hackies. Probably should have discarded it to Mending and got it back, but probably doesn't matter. If I put a counter on this, they can't block it profitably anyway.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Might have had lethal there, don't really care. Just very happy to finally stop mono white. Nice Thalia. Alright, this time they're definitely dead. But we're gonna have some fun anyway. So I can put a counter here, and then that can crew the Surge Hacker.
Remember your training.
And then we can get back a Surge Hacker and kill Thalia. Then we can crew a Surge Hacker. Then we can attack for a lot. I think we got him. How about you? Not as Menace, you can't do that. Please concede. I know what a day. This is a 2-lander. We can play Bankbuster on 2. Could be worse. Alright, well, that... Alright, they're playing Mill, so our life total doesn't matter, so I will happily put that into a hole immediately. However, I'm not sure we have a fast enough clock to beat Mill. There's a land at least. Straight off Cacophony on turn 3, and no land. Alright. Am I playing Skyclave as a 2/2? I don't think so. I think the way I do well in this game is get Tezzeret down, which means I need to draw off Bankbuster. Perfect. I think we're just jamming here. And I also think we make a 4/4.
Everything has gone
Start
according to
clocking
my
them.
plan. I made this one especially
They might
for
have Fading
you.
Hope or something to take the Portable Hole away, get their crab back, which would be a little awkward. I think it's better than... I probably should have given the Bank Buster. But they missed their land last turn. They might not have it this turn. Scry to top, so it's probably the land. Or maybe it's something that kills Tezzeret. Can just use the mech hanger to start hitting them here. With that, I think we can Skyclave this thing now. Maybe here we permanently crew the Bankbuster. I don't really want to draw more cards with Tezzeret. Get us closer to being milled out.
Your victory doesn't change my future. No one's coming to save you.
And we can play out another Bankbuster. Not sure what they scried to the top here. It wasn't a land. It didn't interact with Tezzeret or anything I did that turn. Play Tasha's. 24 cards. I think we just crew up the Bankbuster, hit him for 10. Don't think they can conceivably do 24 in one turn. With only 3 mana. And nothing foretold. Could, hypothetically, if they had foretold cards, dual strike, cacophony. Or just dual strike Tasha's. Alright. Not bad. Our opponent does literally nothing that plays to the board. We can close them out quickly enough. Good to know. I don't think I can afford these. On the draw, though, these should be blue sources. I should just be trying to cast the Chariot off of the mech hanger, or reanimating it with Greasefang. I don't need to have other green sources, I think. I can't even cast Mending here because of my tapped lands. So what are they doing that they play green-white and no plays on turn 2? Spellbinder, sure. Probably takes a while to make sense of what's going on here. I should probably take the Emperor. Take Greasefang despite my having no other vehicles in hand, sure. And with no Greasefang, I'm just drawing off the Bankbuster here. Naya, another Spellbinder. That makes more sense. Now they take the Emperor. These portable holes feel so bad. Yeah. Alright, Skyclave is not terrible here. Missing land obviously is. But slow their clock down a little bit. There's 26 lands in the deck at the moment. I That's real annoying. Don't even have the land for that. I guess I drop off Tezzeret versus Portable Hole. They almost certainly do play cheaper humans, I just haven't seen any yet. So we take 8 here. Almost Surge Hacker can kill the Sigarda. Maybe by then we can play the Emperor next turn. Not sure Prototype's good enough either, to be honest. As we don't usually crew things normally. It allows us to crew more things once we're in like the super late game. But it's pretty much worthless as a 3-drop. And that means we can't even Surge Hacker here. See what else we can find, I guess. That doesn't do it. That keeps us in. I think I have to Mending first, though. The white land. Against Lucky Sevens. This is fine. Mending on to find better cards. And more lands, of course. Opponent takes a mulligan. I guess their 7 wasn't that lucky. Rakdos. Rakdos Foretell. Curious. Let's just discard the expensive vehicles. We can play the Bankbuster this turn. Or we could Flashback Mending, but I think it's Bankbuster. We have good things in the graveyard now, so we'd rather get actual card advantage rather than just more filtering. They're on Grixis. Could be a slot coming or something then. Great, sure. I think in a vacuum I'd rather get Tezzeret down. Could be the Emperor here, but I'm gonna go with Tezzeret. Especially with no artifacts to discard.
My next breakthrough is close.
Kinda want to cast that next turn, so I think I'm discarding an Apparition and a land. With them not playing to the board so far, it doesn't seem too likely that Apparition will be good. But we get 4 more looks at land next turn. Seize the Spoils. So they're combo focused. It's not great for us. Guess we plus Tezzeret first. See if we can find a Greasefang.
Innovation has no
Nice. Play Greasefang. See if they want to use their treasure to counter it. Sure. Play Bankbuster. Here we go. Do have the Tezzeret ult available next turn. Opponent gets more treasures. They like feed the swarm. Interesting. Maybe they've run into too many hallowed hauntings. They got something to kill Tezzeret here. Nope. Just want to stop the ult. That's fine.
Don't get in my way.
Still sits here and faithless looting every turn. Makes my Bankbuster draws free. Start from scratch can kill Bankbuster. The Greasefang is sweet though. Go get my chariot. Crew my chariot. Attack with the chariot, make a 2/2. Alright, yeah, destroy the Bankbuster now, see how it works for you.
We need results. Keep working.
I think I'm hanging on to the Wandering Emperor in case their shtick is like attack with Goldspan and do some goofy stuff with it. Probably should have drawn off the Bankbuster before discarding there. It's fine. I should have drawn off the Bankbuster before crewing the Chariot because that counts as an activated ability. So then the Bankbuster no longer gets the cost reduction after you do that. Something to note. Alright, got 10 power on board. Burn down the house. Alright, good choice. That kills Tezzeret as well. A little awkward.
I will see you dead.
Do I want a mending here? I think so. I think another Greasefang here would be real sweet. Hit them for 4 here. Reasonably certain they're the control deck, so we'll take the aggro over the cards. Thirst to 2/2, you got it. To start from scratch one of the others. We do have this mech hanger hanging out, which can crew the chariot. Sure. Might as well, I guess. Another Greasefang is still sweet. More lands, glad I cleared those. Extra Wandering Emperor, it's not bad. Could also just power up the hall here and hit them for 9. Which is kind of good. I think that's the play, honestly. Get them dead before they can do whatever they're trying to do. Didn't see anything that looked like a win con in there. People in their piles. Rodent. It's a bit excessive there, isn't it? This is a keep. Redundant is the word I was looking for. Take a mulligan. Lay that out since we're on the play. Very likely to be a land. Get double white. Play Bankbuster. Skyclave, whatever their disgusting Boros 2-drop is. Actually, no, probably Portable Hole and draw. Runes again. Well, all this exile removal should be decent. Plus the Fateful Absence. And perhaps Bankbuster can draw us to something reasonable. That doesn't do anything for the moment. I think here I'm just holding up Fateful Absence plus Bankbuster. Be mana efficient. Next turn we can Skyclave plus Bankbuster. Choose my Naturalist. Put a rune on something, I dare ya. Yeah, get out of here. Surge Hacker, eh? This is a 2-drop, right? Yeah. So I can put that in a portable hole and save my Skyclaves for other things. Though a fair number of their threats are 2-drops. Can get the Skyclave down here so I have something to start attacking with. Seems reasonable. Another Weaver. I ended up cutting this card for most of my enchantment builds, or maybe down to like a 1-of. Just doesn't really do that much unless everything's going right already. Alright, third Bankbuster card acquired. There's a Chariot. Beautiful. We just Surge Hacker and start going to town here. Attack for 6. Naturalist. Circle of Confinement. Takes out my pilot token. Okay. Pass. Well, I guess I get the Chariot down, eh? Can also crew something with the Mech Hanger. Use my treasure. It seems okay. Attack for 9. Takes 9. Hallowed Haunting. Bit late there. Here she goes. Goes +3. That's a 6/6. They go to 11. Alright, portable hole there, blocker, and they die. Screw this. Why did you tap all of my mech hangers? What was that? Do I still have lethal? Yeah, right. 5 + 4 + 2 is 11. This would have had a lot more if I still had this. Could have also accrued with this after we played it. Anyway, we got there. Yeah, that should be fine. Have all the colors, have Bankbuster on 2, Skyclave on 3. white probably means I'm drawing off the Bank Buster instead of Skyclaving next turn. Some of the black-white decks play Lunark now, though. Esper definitely drawing off Bank Buster. There is a case to be made for playing Portable Hole there, so I can turn it into a 4/4 when I play this Tezzeret. However, I don't think it's a very strong case, as discarding it has good value as well. There's not that many counterspells in best of one at the moment. We're gonna slam it. Alright, nice.
Kamigawa appreciates a technocratic future, just as I
Yeah, the Vanishing Burst though. Absence, sure.
I hope you're proud of me. Progress is power.
I think I'm actually... I want to drop off the Chariot here. These Portable Holes seem really bad. I'm exactly equally likely to draw a Greasefang versus a green source. Alright, we'll drop this. I'll just discard the Chariot later. Up to 4 mendings now, I think. Yeah. Also, revealing the Chariot would let them know that we are doing some janky vehicle nonsense and not just regular Esper Control with a couple artifact synergies. Right, there's a mending. Not bad. I already have 2 black sources, don't need any more. We're just drawing cards this turn. Wandering Emperor.
Run away. You'll be safer.
Have a Fateful Absence of our own. Probably better than a Skyclave, which would give them a 4/4 here.
May your blade strike true.
And we can use the Portable Hole on that. Or the Clue token. Neither is terrible. I think I want to get closer to making the pilot, so I'm going to draw off the Bank Buster rather than the Clue token here. Wandering Emperor our own. I think we just get the Portable Hole down. Pass and draw some more cards. And or play Wandering Emperor. Guess just or. Only have the mana for 1. Yeah, they have second Wandering Emperor. Sure.
Feel the energy of battle.
Maybe this one we can Skyclave.
Water. Guards, to me.
Or we can Surge Hacker it. This hits Planeswalkers too.
Remember your training.
Or we can theoretically Surge Hacker the token, and then Bank Buster attack down the Emperor. Those are going to make the dude here. Can I draw off my Clue, please? Do you need to use a Vanishing Verse or something? March my token, sure. Alright, that March can take out their token. I think Surge Hacker is safer than the Skyclave here. I don't think they have any ways to remove my Bank Buster at instant speed. I guess they have White March, possibly. is a little risky. Deluge, sure. That. I think I play the Chariot here off the Treasure. They don't have good attacks with the 3/3. It's a little awkward if they have Meat Hook, because they get to kill our 2/2s without doing anything to their token. Main phase Deluge. Like to see it. No attacks. Sure. Well, let's send in the Chariot, I guess. Try and copy these tokens. I don't think I want to proactively play out the Emperor and Skyclave to possibly crew something else. Alright, they let me copy. We don't have the mana for a third Wandering Emperor. Could have a Gotcha, I suppose. But then that gets blown out by my Wandering Emperor. Right. How many blue sources do I have? Plenty. Pass the turn. Just drawing off the blue, sure. Now if they go for a Meat Hook for 2, we can buff one of our tokens to a 3/3 with the Emperor. Probably also pop a Mending here. Look for a Greasefang. Do I have anything in the graveyard though? Oh. I pay 3 to get 8 mana. Curious. Try the Emperor trick here. If they do anything weird in response, we can just march their token.
You're just underwhelming.
Where's the Emperor? Sure.
I guess that's it then. We've got the edge.
You're going to let their token go? Okay. They just want a Doomscar or something. That's bad. Not hit graveyards though. Nice. Yeah, I'll take those. I guess we can drop off the land. They don't have graveyards because they want to keep their deluges, obviously. Greasefang, go. Farewell is extremely good against this deck, but that is as good a follow-up as we could ask for. See if we can come back. Yeah, I've got 10 power on board. Here we go. And the Chariot conveniently back to my hand. Do I want to let them gain 3 life? I think so, it's fine. I think I'll pop the other half of this Mending, though. Because we still don't have a green source to cast the Chariot, so it's better off in our graveyard. Just like we drew it up, folks. Dissipate. Okay, sure. Take 6. Am I playing out a Skyclave app to present lethal here? I guess so. Alright, good job. Legion Angel. Okay, that's rough. Can't Skyclave it though. Let's try and find another Greasefang. Alright, that's a Chariot I can cast. And Skyclave this. Which threatens to put them to 1 here. Assuming they play out the blocker. Or I guess they can play out 2 blockers. So it puts them to 3. Though with 2 blockers I can't really afford to attack with the Skyclave. Deluge. Alright, they're dead to a Wandering Emperor. Or a Greasefang, obviously. Not dead to that. Let's see if we can find something else. Skyclave, that should do it. Are we 1 short? No, we can Skyclave it and then crew the Chariot, right? Yeah. And that's 8. Which is more than 7. Alright, I think I'm going to call it there. That was a bit of a grind fest. 32 cards deep. Alright, we are back. As you may have gotten from the intro, I thought this video was going to go incredibly smoothly. I played this deck about 20 games yesterday and ended up with around a 70% win rate, so I thought this was going to just absolutely destroy everything, which was not the case. As of recording this outro, we are down to 49% at around 60 games total. This is definitely the most games I've ever played for one recording session. Of course, not all of it will make it to YouTube, but went through a bunch of different little changes. This is what I ended up with, which I think should be reasonable enough. I mean, 49% overall is still, like, fine for some janky 4-color Greasefang nonsense, to be fair. Just not exactly what I'd hoped. I think this deck will get significantly better when the Esper and Bant Triomes come out when New Capenna comes out, so probably worth revisiting then, but I went up to 4 Faithful Mendings to more consistently get the stuff in the graveyard for the Greasefang, and just to more consistently find Greasefang and to gain a bit more life, because a lot of the rougher matchups felt like, well, 1, mono white. I'm like 2 and 12 against mono white, or something along those lines, so that matchup has been atrocious, and even going up to 4 Doomskars didn't really seem to help that much. The Skyclaves might, so now there's a more reasonable smattering of removal against mono white, but honestly, mono white's one of the best, if not the best deck in Standard, so you can't really be too picky there. Otherwise, we did fine at outgrinding other decks between our Planeswalker value. Also added the Wandering Emperor because we're playing a bunch of white cards and trying to be mid-rangey, and this is just one of the best cards for trying to do that, and I think it's a bit better than the 3-mana vehicle that I had that was making 1/1s when you attack. This one also makes tokens that can crew your vehicles. They're not pilots or anything, but they are better for anything other than crewing vehicles, as they're 2/2s with vigilance. And of course, you know the Wandering Emperor is good. I don't have to tell you that. Portable Hole, very polarizing. Some games it was excellent when you can hit their Luminarch Aspirant on turn 3 and also draw off your Bankbuster. Of course, that's delightful. Other times they just played a bunch of 3-drops and you died with 2 of these in your hand, but I think you have to have the Portable Holes. They're efficient enough removal that you can discard to Tezzeret. Though often ended up discarding 2 to Tezzeret. How many artifacts do I have in the deck at the moment? We're down to just 14, so not the best for discarding to Tezzeret. I think Tezzeret's still great here. Turning anything, or just forever crewing one of your vehicles is great. Drawing 2, discarding 2 on a 4-mana Planeswalker is fine. And you want to... It's another good discard outlet to get your Chariots and Surge Hackers into the bin for your Greasefang. Every time that like Greasefang was on board and we had stuff going on, that it felt really powerful. Like the Greasefang with Chariot and Surge Hacker is a powerful combination, and I think that is something that is worth further exploration. Also ended up with a total of 26 lands, including the 2 Amiria's Calls. Amiria's Call is white, so it goes with our stuff, and making the 4/4s is good in just general games that go long, and of course they're also good to copy with Chariot. But yeah, Skyclave, just good card that answers lots of things and can also crew your vehicles. This was a rough day in the arena, but obviously I enjoyed playing this deck enough, even if losing, that I went through however many hours that just was. Thanks for watching.